Hi, Kevin from Darby Training Systems. Today we're going to be covering the ATWY sequence. This is an excellent rehab sequence for clients you may have who have A, shoulder issue, B, are coming out of a rehab setting, or C, have really bad upper cross syndrome, and you find that as you try to prescribe certain resistance training exercises for them in the gym, they struggle with poor coordination. This can be used as a dynamic warm-up, or it can be simply as patterning that you do prior to an exercise, go through some of these sequences, back to the exercise, use some of these sequences back and forth until they get the proper pattern. Cassandra here from Hope Fitness is a DTS Level 1 graduate. She's going to be helping me out with the sequence. So let's get to it. First is the A position. I'm going to have Cassandra. She's got her forehead on the mat. Notice I'm giving her a towel here. Her feet are together, and I'm going to emphasize to her that all movement is going to come from her shoulders, not from extending her back or lifting her feet. I want you to be clear on how I'm going to use verbal and touch cueing to help her with the positions. So the very first one is the A exercise. I touch the end of her fingers and ask her to reach down to her feet. Second thing, I assist her with saying lift your arms. And the third thing is externally rotate the shoulders. So once she's in this position, again, I'm using touch cueing so she's clear on that I want her to bring these shoulders together, externally rotate, and she does a positional isometric hold of 3 to 5 seconds. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Great. Let's transition to the T position. And I've demonstrated before, so she's at a 90-degree angle here. Notice I'm positioning myself close to her. That way if her arm drops, she will make contact with me. So I let her know I don't want you to make contact with my body at any time. Again, reach through your fingers, externally rotate, thumbs come up to the ceiling, and I'm going to tell her, I just want you to retract the shoulders here. A lot of folks will use a lot of upper trap for this motion, so I'm going to indicate to her to relax and just use her mid-traps and rhomboids to retract the shoulders as well as rear delts. And then she can do a positional isometric here for 1, 2, 3 1,000. Next, we're going to transition to the W position. So I have her put her hands flat at the 45-degree angle. I'm going to touch her elbows and cue her to pull her elbows down to her sides. So just pull your elbows right down to your sides. Perfect. Next, she's going to externally rotate, thumbs to the ceiling. And then she's going to lift up by firing these retractors of the shoulder. And she's going to hold that position for 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. The final position is a Y. Again, her arms will be at a 45-degree angle. Hands will be flat. I'm going to cue her, reach as far as you can, externally rotate, thumbs to the ceiling. And then from here, firing these muscles. As I'm indicating here, I'm touching the lower trap muscles so she's clear on which muscles should be firing and hold that position. I check in with upper trap and lower trap so that there's a co-activation, but upper traps are not dominating the movement. And she can do a positional isometric of 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Notice how active I am with the cueing. I would touch Cassandra so she knew which muscles were to fire, and I would give her different touch cues so she was clear on what she needed to do with the sequence. So remember, coaching is just like exercise. You need to train it, you need to practice it, and you need to master how to do it effectively.